All right, what's up? How y'all doing? Good to see you guys. Welcome in, Mr. Vista and Abe Dinkus, and we got Go Rams, who is in real life Rob Noah's brother. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Go Rams? And we got Chuck in Tennessee hanging out with us too. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Welcome. Oh, my dog is chewing on my phone charger. Hold on a minute. Stop! No. I don't know what possesses him to think that this is a chew toy, but he's quite certain that it is. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, yo, what's up? It's good to see you, Go Rams. You know, as much as I try to prepare and be ready for this stuff, something always ends up blowing up in your damn face. Oh, man. Yeah, I know it, Mr. Fista. I had to put down Oswald back last July, so it's been about a year now. And I got Frodo on Christmas, so kind of helped me feel a little bit better. It was fun having a puppy dog around during Christmas time. But old Ozzy, man, he had like a tumor on his right rear hind leg. It got to the point where it absolutely atrophied his whole muscle, and he couldn't stand up anymore. So I had to put him down. It totally sucked. He's in doggy heaven now. His name was Ozzy. Then like Ozzy just died the other day. I was like, oh man, come on. So our last session of D&D, we actually played some Ozzy songs, and I got in a lot of trouble for that. They blocked the entire fucking VOD. They didn't just block out part of it or give me a warning or something. Like, no. Or mute the audio in that section. No, they blocked the whole fucking thing. I was like, dude, come on. So I had to go through the editor and just cut out those Ozzy songs, because that was the first night we had Joe Boober, who's Rob Noah. So that was fucking awesome. I was like, I'm not letting that not, be part of the record. So not only did I have to do that on this channel, I had to do that on my D&D channel too. It was a pain in the butt, but what are you digging at? You were just begging for trouble. Stop it. He's okay. He's got Ozzy's big bed over there, and there's a cable that's plugged in the power outlet. He keeps digging at the cable. I mean, stop it. Sorry, y'all. Darth Matt Maximus, welcome in, man. Well, how you doing? That mushroom dude who comes on the panels just got wrecked on Eternal Logos channel. Oh, fucking A, man. You talking about Duck? I don't know who Eternal Logos is, but yeah, Duck gets wrecked pretty much wherever he goes. The guy can't put together a whole coherent thought. I mean, I don't know what you expect. Steelman? Oh, wait. No, that could be either one. That could be either one. Steelman, okay. Jesus is a mushroom. My goodness. I haven't heard him say that before. Steelman was putting together an interesting little AI tool that I thought was cool to try to judge debates, but I don't know if that was real or not, honestly. He didn't really show us his code. He could have just been typing prompts into a voice generator. How many retarded heretics are there in these spaces? Dude, I don't even know, Mr. Fista. I really don't. I think some people don't actually believe the shit that comes out of their mouth. They're just trying to piss, God-fearing Christians off because they think it's funny. It really makes me angry. I call them disruptors. But Achilles, what's up, man? Good to see you. Says I had to put my pit down a few months ago, and I was a broken man for a week without my pup. Oh, I hear you, man. I was broken for longer than that without Oswald. Like, I got Ozzy when I was still in the Air Force back in 2010. I was at Keesler still, and I went down to the Biloxi Pound, and I picked him up. And I raised him from a little puppy dog just like this one. Shithead. And by now, Oswald had been running around off leash quite a bit. But this one is a bit more of a rebellious nature. If I tell him not to do something, that's exactly what he wants to fucking do. Big baby. What do you want? What? Okay. You're in my lap. You're getting too big for this shit. He's a big damn baby. You are a big baby. Got skin on my nose. What? Oh, goodness sakes. Yeah, I told him to stop digging on the bed. He came over and put his head in my lap and slowly worked his way into my lap. Now he's bringing me a ball. I don't want the ball. Go away. Anyway. Yeah, it does suck, man. I hate having to put dogs down. I really do. But it's like that movie says. All dogs go to heaven. Right? So now, Ozzy, the original, is hanging out with Ozzy the dog. And I'm sure they're going to meet each other and have grand old merry times. Maybe one day I'll be up there hanging out with them too. Anyway, have y'all ever heard of the YouTube channel, like, or I guess it's like a stream team called Vine Sauce? It's like a couple of different people. One of them is like a Scandinavian like metalhead who's like in bands and shit, but he still does all the gaming and the silly stuff. I forget which one it is. I think it's Joel, but he was doing like this big long tribute to Ozzy. And among the things that he showed, first of all, was a whole Ozzy song. He must have had to pay for that because his channel is way too fucking big to avoid the copyright strike. But secondly, he played this video from Henry Rollins that's about 20 years old. And the day Ozzy died, I found that. And it was hilarious to me because I've seen Henry Rollins live. Henry Rollins band is actually really big. Henry Rollins is a touring comedian. I wouldn't call him big for his comedy stuff, but he definitely has been doing that a long while. And this was during one of his comedy routines in the 90s. And like, he's just totally fanboying over the idea of meeting Ozzy for the first time. It's like the first time Rollins band opened up for Ozzy Osbourne. And Darth Matt says, I saw Rollins band at Woodstock in 94. Fucking A, dude. But yeah, this must have been 94 or 95. I've posted the video in my Discord. I don't want to get struck for it though. I don't know, man. It's fucking nearly 30 years old at this point. Surely to God nobody cares. But that's what I thought about the Ozzy songs. Yeah, nope, that wasn't true. So I'll post it again in my general chat in the Discord. That's what I'll tell you. But anyway, he's just totally fanboying out over the ideal that he was gonna meet Ozzy for the first time. I just thought that was, heartwarming and fucking real. It's good when comedians are real, I think. But the fandom and the adoration of Ozzy Osbourne was real too. So it was really cool to dig that up out of the annals of history and just show how fellow celebrities even had a lot of respect for the man. I don't know. I could go on and on about that. It's not because he was such a shock rock artist or such a, how do we say this? A provocateur. It was more about the fact that he adored his fans as much as they adored him, and he would do anything for them. Like he toured until the day he couldn't fucking do it anymore. He's physically incapable. Like my buddy just saw Ozzy, probably 2 or 3 years ago. It's like, wow. Practically till the day he fucking died, but yeah, that's what my buddy said. Is like he was really showing some signs of aging. I was like, yeah, I know. What can you do? The guy was like fucking 70 years old at the time, So, if you led the life that Ozzy lived, you'd be, half as proud as you deserve to be to have lived half as long as Ozzy Osbourne did. That's a little Hobbit reference for you. Okay. all the drugs preserved his body. It's like Keith Richards, man. He found the enchantment of zombification or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, that's part of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, like I feel really bad. So one of the things that I had to cover is the fact that on the 1st of July 2025, this month, okay, I received a $50 donation from somebody and I had no idea. I completely fucking did not know because it was on PayPal. So let me see if I can get the guy's first name, because PayPal only gives you real names. It was Jeffrey. So thank you so much, Jeffrey. If you're listening, you are the fucking man. Cheers. But I also got one from, this one matches his YouTube name, so I think this is okay, is Corey Barton. Corey Barton sent me $5 on July 12th, and I am so sorry. I did not have the phone app on my phone, so I didn't get an alert about that. I got an email, and I very rarely check my email these days, so I decided I just needed to break down and install the apps. So I have the Cash App app and I have the PayPal app. So if you donate to me, my phone will go bloop 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 bloop, and I will know. It's sitting right here in front of me. So I'm so sorry about that. That's the first thing I wanted to address. So thank you so much to the people who donated. So on that front, I have added a dono bar, which I'm sure was here a minute ago. What the hell happened to it? Oh, you know what it is fucking studio mode. It's got me confused. This button. Boop. There it is. There's the dono bar. So with those 2 donations, we're up to $55 of the goal. Cash App link. Yes, sir. It is in the bot. So the bot has all kinds of cool little commands programmed into it. Of course, it may take a minute to fucking go, but here, I'll just tell you. Cash App is EOD696. Yeah, what's up, Cree Dog? Good to see you. And hail, only Mr. Bill. I donated through the Ginger app. Man, I don't have the Ginger app. Are you serious? And then Mr. Fisto wants my Bitcoin wallet. I don't have any Bitcoin. So there's the donate link right there. It does not have the app link. I can give you an app link though. I think that's this. Okay, so I do need to work on the bot a little bit. I think if you click that on your phone, it will just open the app. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there we go. So dono bar. All right. Also, I added a ticker tape. So here's the ticker tape. Boop. One of the things I was thinking about is how can I tie donations to the D&D games? So I came up with this idea. I didn't come up with this idea. Okay, I was watching XP to Level 3. He has he's a big D&D memer. But they do a second channel called Arcane Arcade, where they actually do whole D&D sessions. So I was watching one of those sessions, and before they even really got started, they got some big donos, and those donos were contributing to what was called a loot box. And it was like, based on the size of the dono, DM would roll in a loot table to figure out what kind of loot people would get. I was like, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because I can control the loot tables and make them appropriate to the levels. You guys can say, I want to do a loot box. And I was like, what if we had a curse box too, right? So you can donate $25 for a curse box, and then something bad will happen to the party. Something that's appropriate for the level. And then you can donate $50 for a loot box, and something good will happen. I'll pull something awesome out of an implements table or an arcana table, and then give that to them. So we did just get a donation on Cash App for $5 from Go Rams, I'm pretty sure. So thank you so much, Go Rams. You're the fucking man. Cheers, man. He says, for more money than I've ever gave Rob in my life. It did. It said your real name. So like I say, I'm assuming that's Go Rams. So, that's cool, man. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I keep the dream alive. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. It's like 80 degrees in my house right now. I'm using these stupid things. Yeah. I got a couple of those for like my whole 1,200 square foot house, and it is not doing the job. It's still like 80 fucking degrees in here. It sucks so bad. I want central air so bad. So one day I will get there, but I'm not the Griff King that Rob Noor is yet. So. Anyway, I guess full disclosure, I will say Rob is giving me a little bit on the side for being the head mod and trying to do my best, but it's not a lot, and it's certainly not enough for Central A. So yeah, Central Air, says Gorams. I don't know. He's got an air conditioner in the room where his studio is, but I think that's on the second floor of the house. Which a lot of houses with second floors, you usually need, window units up there sometimes, but. I fucking don't have central. I used to, man, and it went out, and my landlord was like, "Nah, we're not replacing that. I'll buy you some internal units that you can use." I'm like, fuck. This sucks. Mr. Vincent says, "You don't have aircon? Shit, bro. My power bill might be $1,000 every 3 months, but I don't feel any discomfort. Worth it. $1,000 for 3 months? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Let me think about that. That's like $400 a month. That is a lot. That's not quite $400 a month. That's like $350 a month. But that's still a lot, man. It's a lot. I pay close to $200 with these fucking things, and they still don't keep the house very cool. It sucks. Anyway. Okay, cool. So we covered that. Thank you so much, Go Rams. You're the man. Second D&D game. So that was something I was thinking about. For some reason, since I did not expect this, okay, but since I've been talking about it and getting, spreading the word a little bit about the D&D game, we've had a lot of interest, and people are like, "Dude, like, get me in. I want to play the game. I want to play too, man. Come on, man, let me play." And I'm like, okay. Listen, like, D&D is really designed for like a maximum of like 5 players, and we have 6 right now. So it's pushing it, man. Like, even when Critical Role, like the consummate professionals of playing D&D, are playing with 9 different players, they split the party into 2 groups. It's essentially 2 parties that are, campaigning in the same world simultaneously alongside one another, and they occasionally meet up. That's how they handle that. That's just too many people, because when you think about it, whenever you enter a combat encounter, all of the enemies have to go. It depends on how many enemies there are, but all the enemies get a turn. There might be 25 enemies, because in some of the modules, it's like there's 3 of these for every single character in the group. Well, okay, I've got 6 characters. If there's 3 of those for every character, that's 18 fucking enemies that I've got to work out and figure out what they're doing and who they're attacking and how much they're hitting for and this, that, and the other thing. Then on top of that, it's every single character has to go. And the character sheets are actually, the player character sheets are actually more complicated. There's a lot of different things that they can do. And there's a lot of different things that sort of affect their decisions. Like, I have to do a saving throw or this, that, or the other thing, that kind of stuff. So it just gets too crowded and too cumbersome to work through all of that the more and more people you add. That's what I'm getting at. So what I would like to do instead of making, a 15-person party is to spin up another campaign. I think that would be the right way to handle that. And I have a few things on my wish list here in Roll20 that I was thinking about. So let's take a look at that. Over here, these are all different rule books or adventures that will help sort of flesh out the world. This one, and this one, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the Monster Manual, the Dungeon Master's Guide, are all kind of rule books that sort of change fundamental ideas about the way stuff works in the game world. The rest of these are for adventures. So the one that I was thinking would be really good for starting players is the Sunless Citadel. It's kind of an old module that actually came out in the 70s, I think, originally, but it's designed for first level players, okay, and is a relatively short campaign, and it's supposed to take people through this one big dungeon that has 2 major phases within it, 2 major levels essentially. And it's a really interesting story. It's got some classic iconography from D&D that some veteran players might be able to recognize and stuff. But there's actually, I think this is a really good one to use as like an introduction to D&D for people. And you know, it's not too much to kind of consume and understand, because there's not a lot of shit going on in the town or political intrigue or how it fits into the world at large. It's more like, here's this big ass dungeon, figure it out. And that's kind of how classic D&D really was, you know. So I think this would be a cool one to do. And one of the things, yeah, like this for sure, man. One of the things that I've been kind of remiss about in the current campaign is the fact that there's not like a lot of traps and fun cheeky stuff hiding in the corner. The module that we're working on is called Dragon of Icespire Peak. It's actually a replacement for Lost Mine of Phandelver. I know this is all really super geek shit, but Lost Mine of Phandelver came out in 2014, and it was the original kind of intro module. This replaced it in 2019. And so they kind of cover the same place and the same area that happens in Phandalin, but Lost Mine of Phandelver is literally about like a lost mine and some dwarves. There isn't a dragon in it. Dragon of Icespire Peak kind of ups the ante a little bit, and you got this dragon running around all over the place. There's a good chance that the players will run into it at one point or another. And I don't know if you guys watched the last VOD from the game, but technically the dragon was supposed to land in Phandalin, and I was like, no. Like, you'll hear me say that didn't happen because I didn't want the dragon to land in Phandalin, but technically that's supposed to be controlled by a random table roll. I should have, if I was following it to the T, the dragon would have landed in Phandalin. But the game gives you a lot of leeway as a DM to decide what happens and why. But yeah, I thought this would be a good one for a secondary campaign, because there's not a deep set of lore to sort of worry about happening in the background. It's more just, here's, you know, the problem, here's the plot points, here's the bad guy, go find him and kill him. And it's like, that's cool. I kind of dig it. Mr. Fista says, why don't you have a rotating roster of people who come in as NPCs for a specific event? I mean, we could do that too, but I felt like that's kind of mediocre. Right, because NPCs generally don't do very much. If I can help it, the NPCs don't do anything at all. Right? They're just in the town to talk to. The party is who does the stuff and who the story is really about. So I feel like that's not really playing D&D. If I bring people in as NPCs, like, oh, you're a shopkeep, you know, you're going to have a conversation with the players, and then they're going to leave your shop, you're going to sell them something, they're going to leave, and that's going to be it. It's like, that's kind of gay. That sucks. I'd much rather it be, this is your guys' adventure, and then we have this other adventure happening on a different day. Like, and we can totally do that. Yeah, I mean, if somebody doesn't actually want to play, you know, they just want to hang out, I can make them an NPC. That's basically all they'd be doing, though. You know, that's what I mean. I feel like I'd be cheating them. They're not really playing a game at that point. But I have found some custom maps for this. This artwork is great, but okay, here I'll show you. Okay, I found another tool that was really interesting called 5e tools, and technically I think this is pirating, but there's all kinds of stuff in here that I shouldn't have access to. Let's see, what's it called? There's some kind of collection that it appears in. Okay. So if we look in here, that is the actual map right there. Which, if we're actually going to play this game, you shouldn't be able to see all of this, but that's okay. But this is essentially the map, and I thought that was kind of mediocre. So I did find some custom maps that we could use for this that has much better detail and interesting aspects of it. But the important part of being able to buy it through Roll20 is all of the enemies and all of the special stuff that goes with this module will be available in the game. And then if we're featuring it on stream, we're not actually breaking any copyright laws. So, but it's only $5. you know, I figured I could pick it up. If people are actually interested in playing the game and they're willing to come in and make a character and dedicate, you know, the time that it's going to take to get through this, I'd be willing to drop $5 to spin everything up and make it real. So, and I do a lot to try and, I don't know, flesh the world out and make it as interesting as I can. So, hope people appreciate that. Stuff's not free though, you know. So, that's why we got the whole the grifty thing down there. So, right, the loot tables. Okay, so one of the loot tables is right here. This is common implements, and yeah, if you buy a regular loot box for the party, it'll probably come out of this table. They roll a D100, and I tell them what they get. That's essentially how that would work. But there's other layers of this too. There's common, uncommon, rare, very rare, and legendary implements that we can get. There's also the Arcana table, which could come in handy, all at the same levels. So all that's kind of included in the Dungeon Master's Guide, which again would be helpful if I had that on Roll20. I'd probably just have like a drag and drop, and I could drop the random table in, and we could roll from it at any point. But as it stands here, I can roll from it. I can roll from it here too. So that works for just for the tables. This is fine. So. What's up, Steve Granger? Good to see you. Welcome in. And Heavy Fisted, I see you over there, man. How you doing? I'm sorry, not paying attention to fucking Kick. Got Russian Misfit over in Kick. He was saying Frodo's super cute little guy. He is a super cute little guy. He can be a pain in the butt, though. I'll tell you that. Right now, he is chilled out, laid out on the floor, so I'm happy. For 2 fist-based names in one chat. It's gonna be the battle of the fists before long, man. I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then, like, for the curse table, I'm gonna have to think of what's appropriate given the current circumstances and where the party is at the time. But if you just annotate that when you donate, I'll make sure that it happens. You know, this is a curse box. This is a loot box. That's all I really need to know. The plan is to let the players sort of decide who gets what, but if you want to specify who gets the curse or who gets the loot, I'd be willing to accept that too. But yeah, what did I say? I wanted it to be easier for people to curse the players rather than bless them, right? So it's $25 for a curse box and $50 for a loot box. That's what I'm shooting for right now. We'll see what happens if people are willing to play that game or not. Maybe we need to bring those numbers down a little bit, but. We'll see. That's the plan, though. Okay, so what else? Right, our upcoming game. So there were some things that I noticed that I did wrong, and some things that I noticed that the players didn't exactly do right, that I didn't exactly call them on. Which is fine, okay? I'm not saying anybody's a piece of shit or anything for it. We're all learning. I'm a dipshit, and they're all learning too. But I have notes for myself that we're probably going to go over at the beginning of the session. Yeah, but one thing I did want to mention is that now I have tokens for Magnus's spiritual weapon. Heavy says, check your roll 20. Uh-oh. What did you do, Heavy? That always scares me. Heavy's been helping me out with Roll20. He's helping with my subscription so we can have the dynamic lighting and all the cool map features. And he has bought the player's handbook for me already, and I've shared that with everybody in the game. But okay, I'll check in a second. Okay, but first I have a token for your spiritual weapon. So the spiritual weapon is supposed to last 1 minute. I looked up time. Apparently every turn happens simultaneously, and one round, that's all turns finished, is 6 seconds. So a spiritual weapon will last 10 rounds. So I need to start tracking the rounds, and then each time we hit a round, we just -1 on this, and then your spiritual weapon will stay up that long, as long as you can maintain concentration on it. Which means when I attack you, you have to roll like a dex save or a constant or something. When you take damage, you have to roll some kind of save to make sure you can maintain your concentration. But okay, so there's that. And then the owl. The owl was running on Remy's initiative last round, and that's not how that's supposed to work. The owl's supposed to have its own initiative. So I'll have to remember that. But okay, let me do that off screen. Hold on. Oh, goodness sakes. I swear, you all are too kind sometimes. I wish it would, like, make it obvious something changed. Sometimes it does not. Okay, I see it now. I think I see it now. Heavy just donated the Dungeon Master's Guide to me. Thank you so much, Heavy. You're fucking awesome. You're the fucking man. There you go. So now I can probably drag and drop those roll tables directly into the game, and I can tie that to a macro. And when somebody donates, I can just, yeah. And then there's all kinds of stuff in the Dungeon Master's Guide, man. There's a shit ton of stuff in there. So that's gonna be cool. There's all kinds of monsters, and there's some encounters and some ideals for like random encounters and shit like that. Super cool shit. Thank you so much, Heavy. You're fucking man. Cheers. Keeping it going, man. Tell you what. Looks like we just got something on PayPal too. Oh my goodness, y'all. I gotta find a way to automate this stuff. He says, don't say my name. All right, thank you so much, man. Just got $12 donation from don't say my name. That's what I'm gonna call him. So we are nothing but fucking nerds in here, says Achilles. I mean, today we are, that's for sure. Thank you so much, y'all. You all are too kind. You all are too kind. Oh man. Oh, it was 20, but I don't have real currency. That was Mr. Fista. All right, thank you so much, Mr. You're fucking awesome, man. Thank you. Every little bit fucking helps. Part of that is because PayPal will take a little bit of it, and then part of it is because of the exchange rate. So, thank you, man. Cheers. Eventually, we're gonna get enough followers that you guys can send me super chats. That'll be awesome. But we're not there yet. So, tell your wife, tell your friends, sub to EOD, or they're gay. Okay. Yeah, we did that. I did that. I did that. And I did that. Well, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. I don't know, man. I wanted to show you guys some more of behind the scenes on this, but maybe I shouldn't. But there's so many maps. Okay, here, look. Not that button. This button. Yeah. There's so many maps. Okay? Like, there's 6 maps just for Phandalin, and most of these are interiors, but I just set all the maps up. I got to figure out, you know, handle the light, where all the people go. It's nuts. I'm gonna tell you what, it is nuts. But it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I have enough of this shit like planned out that it'll probably cover. Oh, I gotta fix the stupid donut bar. I'm sorry. I have to do that manually because none of that is automated right now. Anyway, what am I saying? The whole thing is just, it's so much to work with and sort of figure out, and there's a lot to it, and I think that's part of what fascinates me about it. It's like my coding background. When I start working with this stuff, it's like super awesome to just sit and screw with it. I tell you what, it's at 66 plus an additional 30 for the book, right? I'm almost certain that's how much those are worth. Is that they charge exuberant amounts for some of this stuff. To me, okay, like the player's handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the monster manual are all part of one book. They should be part of one compendium. That's all together, and they want to charge like $30 or $40 for each one of them. So that ends up being like $90 for the 3 of them together. Nuts. Yeah. Okay. So then 66 plus 30 is 96. That's where we're at. All right, cool. I'm sorry. There, that should take care of that. Dude, fixed. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, that's something I added. All right, yeah, check this out. This is a little bit of a spoiler. You know, I was gonna surprise you guys with this, but it's not that big of a surprise. So I grabbed some samples from Final Fantasy VII that I don't think anybody's going to be worried about, because that game's older than I am. Here's the other one. It's not older than I am. It's almost as old as I am. So those are just cheeky. As long as they don't get me in trouble, we'll see. I'm going to keep them in the game. So. Rude Crab, what is up, dude? Good to see you. He's like, you're a nerd. I know I'm a nerd. It's okay. I like being a nerd. I was just sitting here talking about the fact that I like actually putting the maps together because I'm a nerd. Yeah, y'all be sure to like and subscribe to the stream for sure if you haven't yet. It definitely helps. So. I did not have a whole lot planned. I did carry us about 45 minutes, but yeah. I was just gonna hang out for a little bit and I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I was like, we try to grift on this a little bit. And just for the record, this is supposed to be like a monthly goal, not a daily goal. But it would be amazing if we could get that to fill up every month. That would be really cool. But in the meantime, until that starts happening, you know, I don't know. I'm probably going to be streaming a little bit sporadically. $1,000 a month, it's unreasonable, says Mr. Fista. Oh, come on. It's not. You fucking Andrew Wilson walk away with $3,000 a day. Don't give me that bullshit. Not that I think I'm anywhere near that caliber, or anywhere near Rob's caliber even. But no, just went up to 2,000, says Achilles. Y'all are silly as first. Yeah, I mean, set a donor coal for an aircon unit that works. Oh, that would have to be like, to get one and then have it installed is probably close to like $5,000, I think, but I don't know. Came a long way since Tunnels of Doom. 10K says heavy. Well, it depends on how big the house is, but this one's pretty small for a house. I feel like we could probably get away with like a $1,500 or $2,000 unit, but then you gotta pay somebody to come out here. They gotta haul it up on the fucking roof because that's where the hookups are. I don't know why they're on the fucking roof. That's where they are. So, all that's gonna be a major pain in the ass that I'm not gonna deal with on my own. So, you can always do OnlyFans and show off your feet. Yeah, I could show you my dog licking my feet. I don't know if that turns anybody on or not. Yeah, I'm not down for that though. Not my style. Not my style at all. You know, I'll dye my hair or something, you know, that's okay, but not doing the OnlyFans thing. Let's try to have separate units in each room that have a ground level inverter on the other side of the wall. Interesting. Easy install in my room can get down to like 16C. Yikes. How cold is that in Fahrenheit? I don't know. You gotta give it to me in freedom units. 60. Hell yeah, 60's chilly. That's chilly. Yeah. That is chilly. I don't know, man. If I could get it down to 75, I would be happy at this point. I'm sitting there sweating. It's Like I say, it's 80 fucking degrees in here still. And this fucking unit has not turned off the whole time since I turned it on. It may, because it has like a temperature rating on it. I set it to 75. It may actually turn off, you know, at midnight after everything has cooled off and the attic has actually allowed all of its heat to escape. But it's nuts, man. Damn, Heavy says 10K was his quote for an AC in 2018. Good lord. And my parents just did their house. Their house is twice as big as mine. And it only cost him $4,000, but Dad's a miser. He found a way to talk him down, I'm sure. It was probably going to be closer to 10K if the AC guys had anything to say about it. But alright, I am suffering from old man bladder, so I'll tell you what, I will jump into the Discord if anybody wants to hang out in the Discord. You can go ahead and come in there. And yeah. We can hang out for a little bit and just chill. That'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna step away for like 2 seconds and just like go pee. Bear with me. Listen to this very peaceful tavern music and try not to fall asleep. Hold on. Let me do something like a little more interesting than this. I've done this one before. This one will probably be okay. It's a little more adventurous, I guess. I don't know. All right, hold on. I'll be back. Well, no shit, man. Heavy says it's his birthday today. He's fucking 51 today. He's trying to be a hobbit, freaking giving gifts on his birthday. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Heavy. You're awesome, man. Oh, what's up, Nate? Oh, you better hush. It's thundering. He's freaking out. Hush, come here. thunder. It'll be okay. Oh, goodness. Come on. I swear, this dog thinks he can take on God, man. He's fucking insolent as he can be. It's funny, though. You're silly, puppy. You hush. Keep on going. Send some of that rain down here. Yeah. Oh, man. I wish it would stop being so humid. I'll tell you that. It rained nearly every day last week. My grass was like a foot tall. It was ridiculous. I'll tell you what we could use is like a low pressure fucking system coming and cool things off. There are updates to our shenanigans. What should I know? Well, Nate. Primarily, what's of interest to you is the loot box and the curse box. The bot's kind of slow, but hopefully these commands work. I just added them today. We'll see. But essentially what it is I'm trying to make it so that, first of all, I'm paying attention to my donations on my phone, which, isn't that cheeky? It's HAL 9000, because the phone's always trying to kill you. Okay, anyway. Will you hush? It's okay. Promise. There they go. So yeah, for a $50 donation, okay. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, for a $50 donation, the loot box will net the party one item from a random loot table, appropriate for their current level. And for a $25 donation, the curse box will cause a magical effect or enemy to appear before the party, appropriate for the stage of the adventure. So, a $50 loot box, a beneficial item or a curse one? The loot box is a beneficial item. So, that's the way I set it up. It costs a little bit more to give the party an advantage and a little bit less to give them a disadvantage. Okay. Oh, hey, they can pay to torment us. Just the career I've always wanted. Well, I was just trying to think of a way to get the audience kind of more involved and try to get a little bit of a grift going, I guess. But yeah, so I have some random tables. Now I can look at them on the compendium, I'm pretty sure. Let's check that out. That'll be fun. Okay, so here. If we look in here at yeah, this one, my marketplace. That'll work. We have the Dungeon Master's Guide here. So let's take a look at that. No, I mean, you dummy. This one, I guess. Take me to the compendium. For crying out loud. Oh, look at that. And they charge you as much as the actual print version for this, but you know what you're lacking is like a physical book in your hands. You can like smell it and stuff. That kind of sucks. They should charge you less. That's okay. All right, so let's look at the DM's toolbox. What do we got in here? Firearms, explosives. Oh no. What's a chase? I don't even know. To figure that out. I'm sure that there are like loot tables and stuff in here though. Oh, blessings. That's something I haven't even thought about. I probably ought to. Oh, that's cool, man. That's, you know, I could probably spend 2 hours just pouring over this and seeing all the shit that's in here. But let's see. Okay. Like a common implements. Yeah. No, that didn't work. Implements? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. That's it. These are the tables right here. Okay, awesome. So hopefully, like, okay, so let's go in the game and let's see if I can like drag this into. You go to games. Yes, thank you. All right, we're getting there, you guys. I promise. Yeah, you know, okay, so it's a shrine of luck. Luck is fickle. I roll a d6 based on what's in, and then you get a bonus based on what's in the luck, in the shrine of luck. So that may or may not be good for you. So far it hasn't been. But what's in there right now? I think a couple of rations, pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Like common implements. Cool. It's the thing I can reference. So can I make a loot table out of that? That's what I want to do. I'm gonna add a rollable table. Okay. No, not that. I want it in the game. Can I just put that there? What does that do? Oh, it made a handout. Well, that doesn't help. I mean, it helps a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, that's how I was handling loot tables before. But I put together an actual rollable table for the dragon to make that kind of work. Nate says, I'm not giving up my coins. My character needs his money for his tiny hats. Yeah, Nate did make a version of his avatar where he's like sitting on a chest of gold and there's like a menorah in front of him. You're all terrible, I swear. There's a lot of good stuff in here, though. So essentially, okay, a loot box will roll from one of the implements tables or the Arcana tables. There's Arcana loot too, depending upon what's going on and where they're at. So, one of these two tables a loot will roll, you know, a D100 to figure out which one of these things they actually end up with, and like I say, if you don't specify who it's going to, the party will decide who gets the loot. If you say, I want this particular character to get it, that particular character will suddenly find it on their own apart from the party somehow. I'll figure it out. Then the curses and stuff, it's like I'm gonna impose a magical effect on somebody that either imposes one of these conditions, or we're gonna have an enemy just appear in front of them. That's appropriate for their level that they're gonna have to deal with. That wasn't exactly planned on. And I'll roll a d20 or something to sort of figure that out. New phone, who dis?
Take a wild guess.
What's up, Heavy? It's good to see you, man. Happy birthday, man! We should all sing.
I appreciate it.
We should all sing happy birthday to Heavy.
Oh no. I mean, this is the point where I stop counting up and I start counting down. So, hey.
Oh, that's kind of morbid. That's good though, man. Happy 51. I hope it was a good day.
So it sounds like I need to be taking a certain remove curse spell.
It might be helpful. I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you what.
Boy.
I'll also consider adding magical items that you all may or may not have encountered yet that are supposed to be part of the thing. I mean, obviously there's some magical stuff in the Arcana tables, but there are certain magical items that you're supposed to encounter at specific moments in the campaign. So maybe a loot table will get you those sooner rather than later. So
Cool.
hell yeah. That's what I was thinking though. I thought that would be fun. And like I said, I thought about it, I mulled it, I hemmed and hawed about making them both the same value or making the curses more expensive, and I was like, no, it should be harder to help them and easier to hurt them. That's the way it ought to go, because I am too easy on you guys, I think. I really am.
Where has that ever come from? Although it's kind of funny with the whole removed curse. It's touch. So, and the way the party members run around like chickens with their heads cut off, this is going to be interesting.
I know. You've been trying to heal people like the whole time. They keep running away from you before you get a chance to.
I can only move 20 feet, damn it.
See, that might, okay, so some of these loot tables include stuff like, that might be able to help you with your movement. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, might be one of the rarer ones, but there's all kinds of fun stuff in the DM's guide, man, I'm telling you. There's Earhorn of Hearing, the Pole of Collapsing, the Veteran's Cane. What is that one?
Wait, the Pole of Collapsing?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like Twisted's character last go around.
Oh, goodness sakes. What does it do? It's like a 10-foot pole, but then you can collapse it to 1 foot for storage, I'm pretty sure. So this is...
God, can you imagine what that's going to be inserted into if you ever gave it to anybody?
I don't think this is a pole. While holding it, you can take a magical action to collapse it into a 1 foot long rod for ease of storage, or a 10-foot long pole. Yeah, that's essentially it. I'm pretty sure it's 10 foot. Doesn't it say 10 foot? It does not say 10 foot. It says it elongates as far as the surrounding space allows. Oh my goodness.
Man, what's been stuck up your ass for so long? Hold on. Oh, look at this. That explains a lot.
Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, man. Mr. Vista says, bro, I can see it now. I'm gonna get drunk and spend $300 trying to get everyone murdered. That's the idea. That's the idea. Oh, shit. So what is outside it? What it hits the magnetosphere 50 kilometers long? I don't fucking know, man. It's got to have an upper limit. I'm sure of that. I'm not sure why that's not being made obvious in the entry, though. It's a little bit strange. But... oh, there it is. I'm getting all kinds of thunder and shit out there. No wonder my dog.
It sounds like it's pouring down out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of thin windows. That's why I can't keep the house cool. But, water's hitting the damn window. It sounds like pellets, but it's just water. Yeah, that's what Nate says. Nate says, I'm the DM, so I decide. I was pretty sure it could only be 10 feet long. I'm almost certain of that.
That could actually be funny as well.
I'm not sure where I...
take an action to insert it in enemy 1's butt and attach it to enemy 2's butt.
Yeah, that could work. Emmett, what's up? Now your name is Emmett. Are you our car or Oak or Emmett? I swear. Shit. Nate says you're the DM, so whatever. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm surprised it doesn't specify a limit. That's crazy. It's like Mr. Fista says, based on these rules, it should be, 24,000 kilometers long to wrap around the Earth if you guys are outside. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, you remember the D&D cartoon I told you about the other day?
Which one is that?
D&D, the Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, shit. No.
The fighter in that had a pole collapse.
Did he?
It was actually a she.
Oh, wow. Go figure. I think
1980s.
I've seen some campaigns that have used it, and I was almost certain it was 10 feet long. But, like I say, I guess that's a house rule. It depends on where, who the DM is, like Nate says. I'm going to go with that. That sounds reasonable to me. But as long as 10 feet or what the surrounding space allows. But, man, that's awesome. There's all kinds of good shit in there. I'm going to spend like 2 hours later on tonight pouring over that freaking book, just figuring out what I can add. That'd be great. It just looked that big in your small hands, buddy. Says Mista. Oh my goodness. Creedog says a she with a pole. I've heard about them kind of ladies. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, most of my traffic these days has been running, these past couple of weeks, really, has been running through Roll20. Like, I've been exploring so much stuff. There's so much stuff to just try to understand about this game. It's crazy. It's just nuts how much there is to it. Trying to keep track of it all. Oh my. There's maps and stuff that I can add. I'm actually just passing by. See y'all later. Have an awesome stream. Thanks, Emmett, man. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Good to see you. Ryan Lopez asked, here I am. Do you want existential game advice? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It depends on what your advice is. I tend to listen to my players. At least, Heavy and IP a lot are both more experienced at this than I am. So, if I ever do anything stupid, they're usually like, well, wait a minute.
Actually.
Yeah. Fucking IP a lot's characters, both of your all's characters are retardedly overpowered. They really are.
Dude, I'm literally just going. I'm not adding any feats or doing. I'm just literally going one for one from the book.
I know.
But compendium.
You just picked the right class and the right species, man. I don't know. It's a great combo.
I mean, honestly, I could have went with a couple other species with being the Waterman cleric because of strength and also constitution, but I knew I was going to have to do some kind of healing, so.
Yeah. You're still awesome, man. You got to be the toughest one out of the group, I think. That's why it was so fortuitous that fucking, what is it? Halia Thornton wants to go after you, specifically.
Yeah, by the end of the run, I might be the only one that's 6 foot under, so hey.
Possible. You do have that resistance to poison that we fucking forgot about, though. We gotta remember that next time, for sure.
No big deal.
That's something else I've been learning now is death and the way death saving rolls and stuff like that work. I shouldn't be so fucking nervous about killing you guys. Like, you don't necessarily even need a healer. You can make your death saving throw. But you might fail it too. So. I gotta be more balls out, man. We need some more difficult enemies, I think. I don't know, those pseudopods, man, from those fucking ochre jellies could be wicked though. The acid damage.
Yep. And depending on how you want to roll, I mean, that acid damage could also require going back to town for repairs.
It's true. I don't know, that seems tedious, so I was trying to keep track of how much of your armor is still effective or whatnot. It could encourage you to go back to the Lion Shield Coster, though. Like I say, I don't think money's going to be an issue for you guys. I really don't. I need to give you more reasons to spend it.
Yep. Hey, man. Transportation. Good way to spend it. I mean, you know, being a trader and all that, you know, transporting goods and all, you lose a little money along the way. So, I mean, they need some good compensation to get us around areas.
See you later, Mr. Fista. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for coming by. Riz Aura passive.
Easy, Fista.
The Riz Aura passive. I kind of like that. That's an interesting idea. Ryan Lopez says he's a better DM than I am. Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan Lopez. Why don't you start a stream and then, you know what? I'll join your campaign as a character. And then I'll learn from the best. Help me out, bro. There's fucking grenades and grenade launchers in here. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness sakes. Look at this. Fucking grenades and grenade launchers. I'll be damned. Stand back over there. Oh. Well. Not sure how well this is gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. That works. Okay. He says, if I wanted grenades, I'd go to Gaza. I'm just saying, that's crazy to me. That there are grenades, and then there's gunpowder. So, like, that's okay. I don't know, man. Like, I was reticent to let IPL have a firearm, but it's like, okay, a little bit of that's probably okay. But like this scene that's like illustrated right here, this is exactly what I did not want my fucking campaign to turn into. Essentially Doom with shotguns and dwarves wearing fucking plate mail shooting goblins. Like, come on.
I mean that's kind of easy to work around. None of us are an artificer. Don't put an artificer in town, so therefore grenades aren't available.
Yeah. Yeah, well there you go. That's what, yeah, and that's kind of that's what I told IP a lot in the beginning. It was like, bullets are probably going to be somewhat rare. So, he was like, that's cool, I'm alright with that. I'm like, great. That's how we worked it out. I'm fine with that. Fucking laser pistol, anti-matter rifle. What the hell, man?
Spending money and needing components to make something. Gunpowder seems like one of those.
It certainly does. What do you need to make gunpowder? Well, hell, I just figured that out in, what is it? Mad Max, right? You need saltpeter and silver, at least.
Yep, and you can make bullets more expensive, so.
Yeah, that's true. An idea. Nate says I run a strictly no firearms campaign. That's one way around it too. It could be interesting though. I could invent a tool set, you know, like a reloader's tool set or something like that, and then you just have to have that tool set as well as saltpeter and sulfur, and then you can reload your cartridges or whatever, or at least make gunpowder. You can at least make gunpowder.
Well, come on, have them roll. It's like, are you successful at creating gunpowder, or do you blow yourself up?
Exactly. Right. Maybe more like an artificer's tools that are fucking, I don't know, a grenadier's tool set, I guess. What's up, John Mosman? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. You know, another thing I wanted to add to the chatbot was just like some random fucking rolls. I think those are pretty easy to write. That would be cool. No, I don't want to go premium. Go away. Did like how did I do the PP one? I don't think that works over here for some reason on YouTube. But yeah, rand and then arrange. So add one, say wait a minute. How does the fucking syntax work? Oh, okay.
It popped up there.
I'm an ant. I got a 6-inch PP. That's not too far from the truth, so I'll allow it. And then cinder. It's like this. I think. God, it would really help if I could have the thing. Okay, just let me copy this. There. Okay, at cinder rolled around 1 through 20. Ooh. Everywhere. Yep. No price. All right. Let's see if that works. That's way out from the truth for me. Mine's like super big, dude. Oh, there it goes. I rolled a 4. Look at that. That's cool. So now you guys can roll a fucking 20-sided die. There you go. I should probably have a command that describes all the commands. That would be a good idea. But why don't you roll 20, Nate? This has got a 4. That's a big number. Let's see what you roll. Some bitch. And I'm trying to think of ways to make the stream more interesting. It's always a crapshoot as to what works and what doesn't. Yeah, you guys can use... No, go ahead.
You could also do, I don't know, this is taken from somebody else, but you could also do donos for rerolls.
That's an idea. Yeah.
A couple other streamers do it.
I like that. But we can give it an alias that is roll space 20. Nope, it won't allow spaces. Ah, shit. Nate rolled a 15. That's bullshit. Well, I guess my stealth check failed against Nate's passive perception. Or whatever his perception check is.
Let's see if the dirty curse is still on me.
Oh, no. You rolled better than I did. You still fucking beat my 4. Damn, it's sounding bad out there. I hope it's getting cooler. I'll tell you that. What's your prize? Well, let us consult the common loot table.
You gain intellect enough not to blow up your fellow group mates. There you go.
There you go. Dog rolled a 6.
I say that, but I know I'm doomed to roll nothing above 10 again this week, too.
Oh, man, don't say that. You never know. I tell you what, I know that IPLot has a lot of physical dice. I don't know if you do too, but
I'm just pissing about it. That's all, dude.
If you want to roll physical dice, we could work out a way to manage it. All right.
It's kind of funny. It's like rolling in with a 50 cal into a fight and only having 3 rounds.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I can say roll and then oh, hold on. Oh, well, I can make that a space. Interesting. This is the text of the community. Okay, I'm sorry. Here, this is what I'm looking at. After the command. Okay, I think the way that this works is that you can just say roll, and then I can say like variable to reference whatever number you want, and then we can put that into the rand query and say it's a random number between 1 and whatever that variable is. So then reference the user, that, pretty sure, and say rolled blank out of blank. Let's see if that works. I think that'll work. If not, Byrex is about to blow up. Rolled a 1 out of 10. Okay. So roll at 8. Let's do another 10 and make sure it's actually doing a random instead of a 1. Sorry, y'all. I'm just fucking playtesting my bot commands right now. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. So now you can make it like whatever die you want it to be. You gotta put a exclamation mark in front of it. Free dog. Yep, there you go. Perfect. There it is. All right, now I can get rid of the roll 20. I don't know. We'll just leave it in there. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll edit it a little bit. Yeah.
So what happens when you roll a 1? You get kicked from chat?
You get automatically timed out for 5 minutes. Yeah. Critical failure. Well, okay, I shouldn't accept a D1, but that's okay. It's not possible. How do you have a D1? All right.
A D2 with 1s on each side?
I didn't say you get a prize, Nate. Your prize is you won the D20 roll. That was your prize. You win. Bragging rights. There you go. A two-headed coin? Yeah, I guess so, Gree Dog. Two-headed coin would count as a D1, wouldn't it? What's up, K2? Good to see you, man. I was just saying, I got all my donos and shit hooked up to the phone, so I won't ignore them anymore. I've been terrible about that. We got a couple of donos earlier in the month that I completely ignored. And then we got a couple others tonight, which were fantastic. So, many cheers to Mr. Fista, Corey Barton. Heavy just donated the Dungeon Master's Guide. And we got one from Gorams a little bit earlier. So, thank you guys so much. You all are awesome.
You know what would be funny?
What's that?
A phone taser that whenever you get a donation, you have X amount of time before it hits you.
Ow! I'm not doing that. I'm not hooking up a taser to my freaking butt.
Oh, who said your butt? I mean, we can easily do that with something simple. I mean, just attach the leads to the pads whenever you get up and go, you know?
And then when I come back to sit, I'm like, oh, shit.
Now, even better yet, you have to wear it at all times. We'll hook it up with a Tenzin unit so it's mobile. So even if somebody replies in chat and you're doing something else, it hits you if you don't reply. I just painted those walls.
Oh, that'd be funny. Okay, Cree Dog, there you go. Roll a 2. Roll a D2. That's basically a coin. So is one heads or is two heads? I guess heads comes first. So, wait a minute. Heads you win and tails us. Wait a minute. I just now figured that out. Damn it. You fooled me. Oh, shit. I think my brother used to say that to me all the time. And I was too young to fucking realize what he was talking about. He was 6 years older than me, so he was like fucking 16, and I don't know, I was like, fucking 10. So he'd say some shit.
So have we got an update on our next member of the Crazy House yet? Is Twisted going to be joining us?
Oh, well, no, I haven't got any updates from him. I haven't got in touch with him. I think he's streaming right now, actually. He said he wanted to, but yeah, I will get with him either later on tonight or tomorrow. So. gotta find a way for it to only accept numbers. Yeah, if I can get him to get a character together, I think that'd be all right. But that's pushing it. That's the limit. I'm not gonna accept any more characters than that. It's getting to be too many already. So
At the rate that it's going, you're going to have to change the name of it to EOD's Army.
I know. That's why I say, like, when I first started, I was like, if we ought to be. There's been so much interest, and so many people are like, pick me. I want to do. I'm like, okay, fine. I got to spin up another campaign then. So I'm willing to do that. I'm excited that people are wanting to participate, and you know, I'm fine with running another game because, like I say, I have planned out our game for like the next, 6 or 7 sessions at least. So having another game to plan will probably stop me from going too far ahead.
Well, I mean, if you have enough to fill another team, and you're lacking, count me in. Just let me know.
Hell yeah, man, I will. Mind Z has already really reached out, and I was like, man, I got to get you on the next one, bro. And I told him, like, I'm thinking about running the Sunless Citadel, so maybe we'll do that. And then if I had you and him and 1 or 2 others, I think that'd be enough. I think we can run that with 4 people. So if we can get, Emmett was talking about wanting to play. We got Ryan Lopez over here bragging about his DM skills. So if you guys want to play, jump in the Discord, and you're more than welcome to join the next game. Let me see here. I have a permanent link that's been working pretty good. Actually, in the video description of the stream, you will find a link that works to the Discord. But also, I'll find it. It's right here. Discord.gg/link. Okay, that should work. I'll go ahead and pin that. Yeah, there is a D&D. First of all, you have to acknowledge the rules. Once you acknowledge the rules, everything opens up. And then there's a D&D channel at the bottom of the text channels. Below the text channels are the voice channels. Just, raise your hand and say you're willing to participate in the D&D channel. And, yeah, we'll get you fixed up. Green Dog's been kicked out of Discord too many times. Well, that sucks. I hear a lot of people will get banned if a Discord channel gets banned and you're part of the staff on that channel. They'll ban you too. So that's never happened to me, but I've heard that happens. Which kind of sucks. Discord's kind of gay like Twitch. I don't know.
I don't know. I've been moderator in a couple of them that's been taken down. I'm just not the kind of person to get into edgy shit and stuff like that.
I hear that.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Could have something to do with it. Hey, Wobbly, it's good to see you, man. Sitting here talking about geek shit. Wait, what the hell? Ah. Alright. I need to make my own gaming app, says K2. I mean, I could. Hell, man. I'm getting the feeling that I could almost make like a light version of D&D like right here, you know, in Discord. I can map out enough commands that lead into each other, and not Discord, in the YouTube chat with a chat bot. I think a chat bot could facilitate a lot of interesting stuff. We can get commands to feed into each other and stuff like that. Your dog says, takes you 2 hours to figure out that the entire channel is gone, and it's like, what the fuck? Last time was over the C19 bullshit. I hear that. Well, I mean, I'm making some changes to the channel while we're just trying to keep up with donos and shit. So now I got all my dono apps on my phone. So the phone will go bloop, 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 bloop whenever I get a donation. I will not miss anymore. So sorry about missing the last couple. Happened earlier in the month. Which, you know, brings us to this thing. There. It's so weird looking at yourself in the camera. With the dono bar. So, trying to get to where we can get $1,000 a month. One of the ways I'm trying to do that is to incentivize people to influence the game, the D&D game that I do on Wednesdays with Heavy and Rob Noor and IP a lot and Kaz Race Car and Nate and Abe Dinkus. And what is it? If you donate, well, let's ask the bot. The bot knows. I forget. I think it's $50 for a loot box and then $25 for a curse box. You can get a curse box too if you want to. The idea is that you can help the party for a little bit of money, and then you can hurt the party for a little bit less money. What's up, an unreasonable man? It's good to see you, man. I was just talking about a good game. How you doing? Yeah, there you go. So that's primarily for D&D nights, but if you do it on a non-D&D night and you tell me that you want a loot box or a curse box, I'll find a way to work it into the next session.
And I mean, if donuts don't work, you can always label it Punish EOD.
Yeah. And dye my hair all kinds of unnatural colors and shit. Ryan Lopez says, I hate EOD because he's good. You were just saying I was bad, Ryan. You're contradicting yourself right now. Nate says, I'm the star, obviously. Well, yeah, you were gonna be, but right up to the point you almost got murdered by your own party because you were gonna take all those emeralds for yourself. Well, he says, I got to spare 50 cents. Oh, goodness sakes, Wobbly. I don't expect you to pay anything. I don't expect anybody to pay anything necessarily. I'm just trying to see if people will or not. You know, that's kind of what it is. Can your character go to a Yay concert in D&D? Kinda. I'd have to find some way to work in an NPC that is sort of like Yay and have a festival of some kind. We'd have to have a reason to have a festival, though.
Oh, man, you could make the next location with the gnomes. You could work that up.
Yeah.
Give some of our party members reasons to punt gnomes and throw them through windows.
You know, there's nothing about the gnome and garden counter that says you have to be nice to them. You can just massacre the gnomes, technically. Yeah, well, if you donate $500, I'd be willing to do a lot. I don't know about Rainbow. Rainbow's hard. That means I have to do several different dyes in different ways, but we can figure something out. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like friendly fire is not turned off in D&D. So, you know, keep that in mind, Nate.
So, EOD, do you know who Bam Bam Bigelow is, right?
Bam Bam Diggler. No, I don't.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah, that's a new one on me. I don't know.
All right, he was a wrestler that was kind of large, and he had flames tattooed to his head. That could that be $1,000 dono there?
Oh my goodness sakes! Hold on.
Tattooed flames. Or would that be like a $5,000 mark?
I never said I would ever tattoo myself. Nothing about what I'm agreeing to do is permanent. So. That is a wicked tattoo, though. If I was going to shave my head, that would be cool. Wobbly says, I'm tired of the debate bro stuff, so D&D is fun, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's essentially where I'm at with it, Wobbly. I don't know, man. I enjoy world building and, you know, role playing with friends a lot more than screaming at fucking retard liberals. I'll tell you that.
Or hiding from the actions of the party that you support.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta call it that. These Discord channels, and you know, I'm all for being parts of different communities. It's always fun that when the left does something, they go radio silent or try to defend it. When the right does it, they go radio silent and defend it. And Discords have been quiet lately.
Have quietly what?
They've been quiet lately. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well... all kinds of shit that the right's not happy about the right doing. There's all kinds of shit that the left's not happy about the left doing. So, as you know, what's telltale to me about that is that a lot of the debate topics will shift from political issues toward cultural issues instead. Okay, let's talk about, you know, God or morality or, you know, women's role in society, this, that, and the other thing, instead of, you know, Ghislaine Maxwell or Trump or fucking Gaza. No shit, Wally. He says, I was on the front page of Kick again this morning. 250 people watching me. Laughed my ass off. Hell yeah, brother. Cheers, man.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Hey, keep on trucking. We got the same thing down here in the South. They're called Bama fans.
Roll Tide! Wait a minute, is that Arkansas or Alabama? I can't remember.
Roll Tide is Alabama.
Okay.
Or like how my kids prefer to say it, Alabama.
Yeah, Arkansas is the Razorbacks. That's what it is. All right. Fucking Arkansas usually has a better fucking football team. I don't know, man. It's been a couple of years since Arkansas had a good football team, but it's been longer than that since I watched football. So I just don't give a shit anymore. I find it much easier to root for NASCAR drivers or IndyCar drivers, but. Oh, for shit's sake. Nate says Bama and Arkansas certainly have nothing in common, especially not cousin fucking. I will say this. I'm proud to report that Arkansas is in fact the incest capital of the United States, not Kentucky. So that makes me happy.
Sure it is.
Robbie says MotoGP is more fun. I mean, it might be.
It's always fun talking about American history and this kind of aspect, because it's like, oh, we had a handful of settlers, we had a handful of these people that came over, and the population boomed. How do you think that happened? So nobody's got any room to talk, you know?
That's true. At some point, we probably all have one common ancestor somewhere, deep down in the inheritance chain.
I mean, closer than you think. Look at our presidents. How many of them is like related blood lineage to somebody royal family in Europe?
Yeah, and then back even further before the United States, the medieval times, you know. They all used to fuck each other in the royal families.
The Habsburg jaw.
Oh, shit. I will tell you this. One little secret about Nomengard that didn't really sit well with me. It's supposed to have a pair of gay kings. I was like, what? Two king? Why are there two kings there? Is one of them visiting or something? Like, I searched through that part of the module. It's only 2 pages over and over again. I'm like, I don't understand why are there two kings. And I watched somebody play it, and they played them as gay guys. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
I mean, if they were to make a movie about it, they would have to call it Brokeback Gnome Hill.
Yeah, pretty much.
There ain't no mountains to that.
I was like, do I make one of them a woman? Do I make one of them a visiting king? Something like that. I don't want them to be gay kings. It's weird. I don't know.
Man, who the fuck cares, man? It's D&D.
I know. I know.
You could make it actually really funny, but hey. Wait, I only thought dwarf women had beard. Wait, oh no.
Nope, turns out they don't.
But the gnomes do, honey.
Oh my goodness. K2 says hockey's where it's at, football's game. Nah, hockey sucks too. Hockey's a lot more boring than football. I'd rather watch football than hockey. At least there's strategy to football. I don't know. That's my opinion about it. I'm sure Race Car will sit here and argue with me for hours about it, but he plays hockey.
I mean, come on, it's soccer on ice.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how I look at it. And then, you know, occasionally they fight. And it's like, well, that's cool. But the problem with soccer is, you know, you only get a goal like once every fucking hour in a 3-hour game or some shit.
Wait, you haven't seen the hockey games like that?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's exactly the problem with hockey. That's what I'm saying. So, football, at least, you know, there's clear progress being made on one side or the other. But
Well, until the referees get involved, we know how that goes.
oh yeah, yeah. Referees can definitely ruin a fucking game. They can ruin a basketball game too. Mobley says it's non-stop action. What are you talking about? I don't know. Yeah, a hockey rink's smaller than a soccer field. I think the big problem with soccer is the size of the field. So that's fair, but because it's like, you know, they spend 20 minutes just getting the ball downfield. That's nuts.
Yeah, but any sports like that, though. Some of football's greatest stands were defensive stands.
Yeah, that's true. When it works. But in football, I just appreciate like the turn-based aspect of it, I guess. It's much more stratagem rather than absolute fucking chaos, and whoever just, you know, wins the flick of chance happens to win the game. In football, I feel like strategy plays a much deeper role. I think that's why I respect football more. But
I mean, we could always do the crackhead baby football.
I don't. What the fuck is that?
Oh, you've never seen the South Park episode with crack baby football?
No.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. You need to watch it.
I missed that.
Carmen. So, Carmen is literally dressed up like Colonel Sanders and acting like a certain proprietor of a certain age within America.
Uh-huh. Shit, let's say Leonardo DiCaprio's character out of that one movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Django Unchained. Shit. Oh. I got that old man bladder syndrome again. I'll be back in a second. Here. Switch this over to this. That'll work. Man,
at this rate, you need to make that as one of the curses. There's a tinkle fairy that whenever it curses somebody, you have to roll a certain number so you can go and lose your turn and be able to go and be able to fight the next round. Did you wipe? Didn't have time.
What must be what?
all right, I'm back.
Come back.
Well, Mr. Bill says, raid! From where? Who's raiding? What's up, Spiro? It's good to see you, man. I raided. Oh, thank you, Spiro. You're fucking awesome, man. Cheers. I was just talking about how like I like screwing with this D&D stuff, and it reminds me of being a coder and like coding shit out and just figuring out rules and how stuff can bounce around and not be completely retarded. So doing our best with this, but we're learning as we go. It's fun, man. I like doing it. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I gotta have you on some more because you and I have similar skill sets, you know, at least vaguely. So I'm sure we could get on about some coding shit. That'd be fun. Species TMX says, hello from the Spiro Borg AI clone bot army. Cheers, man. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, everybody. I do a D&D stream on Wednesdays. That's kind of what I'm talking about with Heavy here. Heavy's one of my players, and one of my, I don't know, mentors, I guess, kind of helping me learn the game because I am a little bit new to it. And then he's been helping out a lot with like some of the Roll20 expenses and stuff like that. So we have 6 players. It's a bit much, and we might have 7 come soon, but it's getting interesting. So
You give me too much credit. I'm just a flunky.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of raids, an Unreasonable Man just raided on YouTube. Thank you so much, Unreasonable Man. Grid One, y'all definitely check out Grid One. Definitely check out Spiro. Good friends, good peoples, for sure, man. Y'all are amazing, I swear. Whew. I need some celebratory music. I'll tell you what, let's run this. Let's do tell you what. Yeah, that might be fun. Oh god, this is probably gonna get me in trouble, but who cares? All right. Thank you so much, Unreasonable Man. Welcome in, Grid One viewers. Welcome in, Spiro viewers. Y'all are great. Let me find some links for you guys. You definitely check these guys out. Oops. Okay. So I'll definitely check out Spiro and yeah, this guy. How did your debate go, Grid? How was that? I hope that went well. Oh yeah, Spiro, you got it, brother. Thank you for raiding, man. I do appreciate it. Okay, technically that's video game music. I think I can get away with that. I'm not actually playing that video game, so it's probably, you know, spurious, but... What's up, Vibe? Good to see you. Willow Baby says EOD is not turning down $1,000. I mean, no, I'm not. I mean, if you want to. That's one of the things I've been talking about today is I've hooked up all my donos to my phone. So if you guys don't know, my phone will go off. That had not been happening before. So I missed a couple of those. Also, we've linked some of this to our D&D game on Wednesdays. So if you do a loot box or a curse box, you can actually affect the game. So,
speeding while driving gives
oh
you less
no,
time to react.
don't do
Another-
that with the ads. You're not supposed to play the ads. Okay, we'll do one more of these. This one's actually a little bit longer. Maybe it'll be more interesting. All right. Oh, it's just the battle music continued. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm off to hang out with the wife and do some actual work stuff. You guys be cool. Grid, I'm going to be cutting a stream here in probably 20 minutes or so at the latest. So if you want to chat on Discord, you just let me know a little bit later on tonight. We can do that. Or if you need to wait till tomorrow, that's cool too. I don't know what it is you want to chat about, but I'm down to chat about whatever you got going on. I know there is some drama stuff floating around. I don't know if that's what that's about, but whatever. Thanks for the raid, man. Welcome in, y'all. Like I say, I do D&D stuff. And look, we got fucking Jixer hanging out over in Kick. And Wobbly made a stick figure of a man teabagging someone on the ground. So this is some amazing emotes. I'm sorry, Jixer. You guys can join the Discord. That's a good way to get my attention. Let's pop that chat out. We'll pop this one out too.
Hey, Grid braided you too.
I know, I did. I thanked him. Thank you so much, Grid. Thank you so much, Spiro. You guys are fucking amazing. Doing work notes, says Jixer. That's cool, man. Hey, dude, I'm off. Let's talk later if you're around. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. Like I said, I'll probably be cutting the stream here in a few minutes. I do appreciate the raid, man. Thank you so much. Helps with the watch hours for sure. If y'all have not liked and subscribed to the channel yet, please definitely do that. Into a lot of D&D stuff lately. A little bit of politics stuff, a little bit of religion stuff. So if those are things you're interested in from a right-leaning conservative perspective, definitely give me a follow. Most of you probably already followed though. That'd be my guess. I'm pretty well known in Grid's chat. Never lucky rubber ducky. Says D&D stuff was awesome to watch. Hell yeah, man. I have a good time doing it. Like I was saying, like I love setting it up and building it out. That's actually fun to me. So I was thinking about doing another campaign just because I enjoy that so much. Dixie says, dude, I picked up one of those 8-bit dough controllers. It's pretty nice if you need an actual controller for a game. Hall effect sensors, no more stick drift. That's cool. I'm doing good to have this Chinese knockoff Xbox 360 controller. Like you notice it doesn't have the Xbox logo on the silver button in the middle. Everything else about this feels and looks exactly like a Microsoft Xbox controller. Except for that one button. I was like, holy shit, how did they do that? But it's super high quality shit. That works for me. Programming controller and add macros. Picked it up at Best Buy for $40. No shit. That's cool. Yeah, Ryan Lopez says, I'm here, good. I don't know how long you're going to be here, Ryan Lopez. But we'll see. I'm going to see Ryan Lopez try to run a D&D game out of my chat. With no maps and no character sheets, only the rolls. There's a way to do it, I'm sure.
Hey, keep on chucking in the waiting room.
Izzy, I'm sorry. Yeah, bring him in. What's up, K2? How's it going, man?
What's up?
You have the speed bagger role. You can join this live chat anytime you like, sir.
How's it going, EOD?
It's going pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm back to the grind. Just got off vacation. Had the best vacation, well, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I knew you were out for a couple of weeks. How did that go?
Just 1 week. It went good. I got some stuff done around the house. Went to the gym a lot and played Helldiver like crazy.
Fucking
and
A.
just rested my body. Best vacation, right there. A staycation, not doing anything.
It's good to do that sometimes, man, for sure.
Oh, dude, I feel recharged. Is it just a chill stream today?
Pretty much, man. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, and there's a couple things I wanted to address. I could say about the donations and whatnot. That's about it.
Well, I was gonna ask, can we, since you said no rainbow this time, can we just go with blue and maize?
What color is maize anyway? I don't even know what color that is.
Oh, that's yellow.
Okay.
Green. Go blue.
I thought somebody would shoot for pink. Or like fuchsia or something.
We don't want to make EOD suffer like that. Just wear a college. Hey! I'm not trying to torment you, or else I would have said scarlet and gray.
Scarlet.
And that's like devil worshippers right there.
Oh,
if you gotta compare them to something. Ohio State fans. Am I right?
What are you, a Michigander?
No. Technically, I'm like right on the border between Michigan and Ohio. Toledo, if you want to be.
I mean, Ohio State, red, gray. USC, red and gold. Alabama, red and white. Notice a trend there? It's damn red.
Hmm.
Too much red.
That's all the evil teams
Except
are red,
for the
man.
Detroit Red Wings. That's the only red team I. Oh no, hold on. I will not buy any Cleveland Guardian stuff. Back when they were Cleveland Indians, blue and red, white, and blue, and black, or whatever. Vaughn. Am I still here?
Yeah, I mean, Jixer says I hear Cleveland is working on changing the name back to the Redskins, or whatever.
No, Indians.
Indians. That's what it was. Cleveland Indians, right? The baseball team.
Yeah. Like, they literally changed the team name because I think they had the most natives on the team. So they're like, let's just switch. You're going to change your nickname to the Cleveland Indians to represent those players that were native.
I
Now
know.
it just seems like a slap in the face.
It is, man. And what pisses me off is it's mostly fucking white aristocrat fucking, demonstrators and protesters that are, crying about it. The Native Americans don't seem to give a fuck.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to go too deep on that. I figured you weren't really a sports guy.
Not really, no. But from what I've understood about the Redskins controversy, yeah, it was
But you
mostly white
notice
people.
But you notice they won't touch the Chicago Blackhawks logo.
Well, don't they have a contractual agreement though, them and the Seminoles, with the sports team though?
I think the natives and the sports teams actually work together, so
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I think it's between the team and a regional tribe. And honestly, I really don't give a crap what you name the team. If it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I mean, teams move, they change their names. I'm just okay. and down here being part of the SEC, we've seen the Mississippi Rebels go to the Mississippi Black Bears. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of stupid, but I'm not putting any money into it.
I hear that.
it is what it is. My opinion, the native logos look coolest, even though I hate the Blackhawks. But it is what it is.
I never thought I'd be wearing yellow, but I mean, the Savannah Bananas have definitely got me wearing yellow, and them and the Trash Pandas from Huntsville, both of those teams I watch pretty regularly now.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard of either one. What are they?
And then our local
Semi-pro.
Semi-pros.
And then the semi-pro Toledo Walleye, they're basically two different shades of blue and yellow and black. They always choke in the final. I want to win this Kelly Cup. Come on. Get some Toledo pride going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we haven't won the ECHL since the Toledo Storm.
What we used to have a semi-pro hockey team called the River Frogs, and we had a AAA baseball team that was, or whatever's right beneath MLB. That was called the Bats,
Yeah.
the Louisville Bats.
Louisville Bats. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
used to play the Mud Hens all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the minor league stuff because they seem like they actually try their hardest and will take the injury to get noticed. If
Yeah, those guys are, they're not fighting for money. They're not making shit tons of fucking cash. They're getting paid enough to live, but,
I think in the ECHL, the get paid is 500. I think the lowest legally they can get paid, but everything's paid for else.
Nice. Yeah, only Mr. Bill says hockey is for
It might have
dentists.
changed, but
I agree. Hockey's for dentists. Very boring.
nah. You gotta have balls of steel to play. It ain't like you're on solid ground. You're on ice on skates. You gotta be fearless, take a hit, get hit,
Yeah, I know.
make hits, drop the gloves if you're And
What
remember, there's no out of bounds.
That's what I'm saying. Is like the only time hockey gets interesting is when a fight breaks out. That's when hockey gets interesting. The game
No.
itself is dumb.
You guys don't understand the rules. That's the problem. You should watch indoor lacrosse game. Like it's just like hockey. They play with no out. They play in an indoor rink, like with 5-on-5, and they fight too. They freaking knock each other out too.
In fucking lacrosse?
I think it's technically called box lacrosse. Yeah, check it out. Like the NLL. There's some highlights right there. I'm like, holy shit, that's sweet ass shit.
No shit, man. I would have never thought. Lacrosse seems like a pussy sport to me. I don't know.
I don't know. The outdoor one's kind of boring. Like I've watched some college lacrosse, and I'm like, that's boring. But once they put it like in a hockey rink, it freaking steps it up quite a bit. Like non-stop action, unless like there's whistles and whatever.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's an idea.
And you'll like it too. The score actually is like 13-14.
That's not bad. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting game.
The goalie wears pads, but they don't have like a glove and blocker like the ice hockey goalie. So they got a big net, and they can't. So they'll be like an ice goalie, have it like in their 5-hole, and then try to use their gloves to block it. But I don't know. Interesting.
It's an idea. I have to check it out. Like I say, these days, primarily the sports that I've been focused on is NASCAR and IndyCar. So.
Whatever floats your boat. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
I always go up to Detroit, try to go to at least one game.
Yeah, I've been trying to get up to Mid Ohio. That's up your way a little ways, Northern Ohio. Mid Ohio International Raceway or whatever. That's always a fun race. Is when IMSA and the Pro Mazda and the fucking IndyCar go up to Mid Ohio. I love that track. It's actually a really cool track, and it's not that far for me. So
the only track I'm aware of is sorry about the beeping, sensor in the truck. Very sensitive today. Is the Toledo Speedway, and they have like, what's the one that Menard sponsors? The ARCHA or something like that.
ARCA.
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 Yeah.
That's amateur NASCAR essentially. Yeah, on short tracks for the most part. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! I like some ARCA races. Those guys will end up in Xfinity or Truck Series sometimes. That's cool.
I don't know. I prefer a lower denomination of racing, more like Cletus McFarlane events.
He races ARCA now. That's his series.
Well, I mean, he's stepping into it, but he hosts his own race at different big venues and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those what's the one? I can't think of it, and I'm not trying to insult it. They're mostly on a dirt track, but they got like the fin on top that's like angled.
Oh,
funny. That's not funny cars. That's
super late models. Super late models is what you're thinking of. They're kind of twisted cars. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are dirt. There's the carts that have the. You're talking about the one where it looks like.
Basically, it has like little like TIE Fighter. It looks like a TIE Fighter on top of the car.
Oh, that's a fucking sprint car. Yeah.
That seems interesting. It's on dirt. Didn't Tony Stewart off somebody in that race? One of those races?
Maybe. Okay, look, it's a race. Everybody knows the risks they're getting into when they get into a fucking car. All right, these are sprint cars. So sometimes they have the wing on top, sometimes they don't. Depends on the size of the track, depends on the power of the car. So, yeah, those are sprint cars. And then the ones that I was talking about, super late models, are twisted. So yeah, like this. That's what I was thinking about. What with a super late model. I think I just got disconnected from Discord. Yep, I did. Okay, I'm back now. I don't know what happened.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's try this again. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is a super late model car, and you can see it's kind of, they twist the whole chassis of the car so that it turns left better than it turns right, kind of thing. And then like there are some late models that'll run on asphalt and some that run on dirt. So late models are kind of confusing, but the sprint cars, yeah, those are the TIE fighters you're talking about, I'm pretty sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Sorry, I was kind of harkening back to Crash Up Derby. Seeing dirt tracks, you know?
Yeah. I love dirt racing. Dirt racing is fun.
You know what's always entertaining? A demolition derby. Your local demolition derby.
Yeah, that is. We used to have a figure 8 course here called Louisville Motor Speedway. They bulldozed it and turned it into a fucking trailer park or some shit. But it was awesome. It was a big enough. Okay, if I can find a bigger picture of it, yeah, maybe this one.
I'm sorry, but bulldozing a track to build a trailer, dude. Do you know how?
I know it's terrible. It wasn't that big.
No, it's not terrible. I can't quite grasp the word for it.
Was it good or bad?
Lame. They got a figure 8 in the Toledo Speedway for like bus racings and stuff like that.
But yeah, like they would bring NASCAR out to this track and they'd run the big oval sometimes. Which the big oval was only about 1/8 of a mile. It's a pretty small facility, but these were the only stands with these little bleachers over here. But
thank you, Nate. Poetic,
huh?
To be honest, I kind of got out of NASCAR after Earnhardt when I was little.
But yeah, like
I used to watch it.
Dad used to bring me and my brother down to this course, and we would watch the demo derbies on the figure 8. That was our fucking Friday nights. I don't know how many times. It was a fucking great time. They didn't charge very much for admission, you know, and the beer was like $2 a beer. So Dad was happy. Where's the puppy? The puppy's in the kennel right now because it was storming earlier and he was raising hell with God. But Cat GPT says, "Hey Ginger, hi, Oxycat. It's good to see you. My hair is still red."
Ginger wave with the middle finger, Oxy. Oh my god.
I made you an honorary mod, by the way. I don't expect you to do anything, but you are essentially the.
It's rigged.
She is the fucking donator in chief to my channel right now. She's made the biggest single donation of anyone ever in the history of my channel, so she gets to be a mod.
It's rigged. It's rigged, boys.
If you want to donate $500 or more, you can take her spot. I'll tell you that.
Well, you said don't go over 500 because taxes.
Yeah, well, not over 600. But yeah. But I don't know. Fucking PayPal and Cash App will probably take that shit out anyway. So
I don't get a paycheck this week because they pay us like 2 weeks in advance for our vacation.
Jixer asks, how many beers did Dad give you during the race? I didn't get any beer I was like fucking 8 years old, Jixer. I'm just saying.
They called him the kegerator.
Dad was happy. That's all I was trying to say.
All those cheap beer nights at the hockey games down in Cincinnati for the Cincinnati Cyclones. They always got like a beer night where it's like super cheap. And then they always stack it up. I want to say probably a quarter away from the top of the glass until they run each other into the boards right there. It falls over. You always see Cincinnati beer night.
Victor says, my dad gave me beers to shut me up at 8 years old, but I'm Gen X. Yeah, y'all are hardcore compared to me, I guess. I don't know. Dad, I don't know. He used to let me taste it, and I'm like, it's nasty. I don't like it. He's like, that's right. Don't ever drink it. A lot of good that did.
Then he gave you some alcohol, and you're like, hell yeah, that's a lot better.
Whiskey, the children's NyQuil before.
Indeed. While he says beer, I got whiskey. No, like my grandma used to talk about that. They would they'd give their babies a little shot of whiskey when they were teething, and it would numb the pain. But
Yeah, but once the kids got a little more quiet, they tend to keep giving it to them over the years. That's just how it starts.
Oh, goodness sakes. Man. You're very welcome,
Amazing.
Cat GPT. You're very welcome. Like I say, I don't expect you to do anything, but if you want to, you can fuck with people. I won't stop you.
Oh, she will. She will. I know from experience. She'll time them out and then go, oh my god, I didn't know it deleted all your comments. My bad.
That is something to remember. It's that deleting a message is a lot different than timing somebody out. What's up, Chambers of Logic? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Yeah. I was thinking of heading out right around now, but I guess I'll stick around for a little bit. I actually got a little bit of an audience going. So I always used to say this when I was on Twitch, was that if I got into double digits, I was pretty happy. So we got 14 viewers on YouTube right now. That'll work.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. guys.
Exactly. I'm trying to get to...
Send this man a donation. Send him a donation. He's providing you all this entertainment. Who cares if it's $2, $5? Go ahead.
You'd be amazed with what he can do with just a quarter.
Send him about $350. You need $350 for the Loch Ness Monster.
That's all right. I need about 350. 350. Nate says I'm taking my like back now. Shut up, Nate. Yes,
Hey, K2, I got a question for you.
What's that, sir?
So, you're in the transportation industry, right? Truck driving.
Yes.
So, what is the push on having AI trucking right now that you're seeing in the industry?
Oh, I think it's kind of dumb to put nobody behind the wheel with 80,000. Fuck, I'm gonna screw up the number. 80K worth of weight. I always get my numbers screwed up.
I used to have a CDL back in the day. I drove for Barber's Ice Cream, and I was just wondering because it's like the crap that happened just locally with our company. I just never, AI driving a truck with all the things that can possibly happen. It's just kind of.
Well, and then it can't check the frame. It can't check the leaf spring hanger. So you're gonna have trucks that are out of service, that are dangerous trailers, unsecured cargo, and people cutting these things off. I mean, my truck has sensors on it, and I will go underneath the bridge and it will stop. Like, it takes 2 weeks and the sensors get messed up on a brand new truck. Like, literally, this guy's super far out in front of me and the sensor thinks he's right in front of me right now. That's why you're hearing all that beeping.
So the electronics just aren't there yet.
I don't think so. I think they're trying to because they're... I don't know. I mean, you listen to Bill Gates. He's like, no one will have a job. He literally said that a few weeks ago. And then our roads ain't there. And I mean, they already had problems. It gives the right of way to everything. So basically, all you got to do is just keep on cutting off the front of a truck. And it's probably sit there until traffic clears up, to be honest. And then it not getting looked at. And then it says it can't even pull itself into a weight station. So, people are going to overload it. It's going to short out the brakes. Like there's a whole bunch of issues that nobody's thinking about.
For sure. It's a big damn complicated machine, and like you say, it's hauling, $80,000 to $100,000 worth of load. You can't fucking.
Well, we're talking about like 80. I always screw up the tonnage. 80K worth of weight. Tons. I don't know. I always screw up the weight because your gross weight's for 80K.
Yeah. 80 to 100,000 pounds, says Jixer.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Still, that's a lot of money.
I was kind
A
of
lot of money, a lot of loads, and I mean some of it's hazmat. Who's gonna put the hazmat on? Like I said, check the brakes, padding. I do all that. Look at the leaf spring hangers. Look at the leaf springs.
Yeah.
I mean, basically you're gonna do what basically Jafar does. It just hooks up to it, doesn't even look at anything, and then you're gonna have so many sensors that sensors go wrong. Like I said, all the time.
I mean,
Or
the last truck I drove was an old late 70s, early 80s 9000 series Ford. They did all the loading. It was just local.
Oh.
It was for mom and pops.
Oh no, I'm local. I work for a big company, but I'm local.
Cool.
Well, welcome in, Oxycat. I'm sorry, you have not been here before. So now you have roles to join the live chat as soon as you want. Okay.
No, it's okay. I was just pretending to be angry.
It's all right. You have every right to be. It's good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I thought you were going to Maine.
Hanging in there.
I still might do it. I don't know. I haven't decided.
You should just go up to Mackinac Island and be closer.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're talking trucking right now. AI trucks not being able to maintain the truck. So
Oh, and I mean, you already had multiple cases of people hijacking the driverless cars and making them clog up an area, and
Yeah.
one going the wrong way on a road.
well, what we just saw this in LA with the LA riots, right? They kept
Yeah.
calling for these autonomous taxi cabs, and they'd set them on fire when they arrived to pick their fare up. They'd
I
set the
think
fucking
they
cab
did it
on
so
fire.
they can get rid of some of their old cars and then use insurance to buy new cars.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then
I
there's
mean,
all the ones.
I think it was a scam.
Could have been.
Then there's the ones that can't detect the difference in just a wet street and a flooded street driving into the water and all.
I mean, you got to be very different to locations. Like if it rains, you might want to slow down at first because the oil and all that gets onto the road. Don't know how you're gonna. Depends on the weight and what you can do too.
Oh, I was just talking about the auto Uber kind of cars. They've been having a lot of problems with can't determine between a wet road and a flooded road, or
And then what else?
some of the tumbleweeds. That right there causes a lot of problems.
What's been funny? I don't know if you guys seen it, but those delivery like carts that they use to deliver food, and those driverless cars keep running into each other.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's nuts, man. Like I remember when Tesla first released the whole autonomous driving thing, Teslas were running fucking bikers over and pedestrians and shit. It was
They're
nuts.
still doing it.
I mean, could you imagine a fucking truck doing that? Like a truck just like one of the sensors fails and it changes lanes and just takes out a whole fucking swath of traffic. That's insane.
They really want the product there. They use team drivers. I get not a lot of people want to do that, but that's like and then you're not gonna let them get inspected for a whole year and then let them run amok. Like they're trying to do that. Like they're trying to push this way too soon. I get maybe at first trying to have it where it drives at night with the driver in it for like long haul stuff, but that's when there's less people. That's the maybe the only way I could see that going.
Yeah.
But you always need, and then you got doubles and triples stuff where you have wiggly wagons, doubles for
Mhm.
45s.
I mean,
triple
if you
Two
were
or three of them
going
behind
to
you.
implement AI in transportation like this, I don't understand why they didn't implement this and get a little better feel for it, doing it via the rail system, because you have limited, there's no changes in lanes and stuff like that. You would think that they would implement this for testing more for them instead
Yeah.
of just putting it on the road.
They're trying to, but you got your engineers that need to be in the train anyway because to switch tracks and whatever too. So that's why it didn't work out, because they couldn't get rid of the engineer and his conductor? Might want to say that right? I don't know. I think that's the problem, because they don't have the switches, and then if something goes wrong, then it goes down the wrong track. Because I think they tried to do it and it didn't work out.
Well, I don't know.
It's just a race at the bottom, in my opinion.
Well,
they want everybody to work for less.
I know I asked that question,
like
but
after COVID, where everybody was making rocket profits, and now they're like not making as much, and everybody's like, cut jobs, automate everything now, so we can make that same money now.
well, after
That's
asking
what-
that question, it did pop into my mind. I can kind of understand why they wouldn't, thinking about it. Our railways are in such disrepair. I mean, just here in Huntsville, within the past week, we had a, quote, private line that runs through the Huntsville Public Park. Literally, the trestle collapsed and the train derailed. In a public park that the city did not close, knew it was an issue, state knew it was an issue, it was a federal issue. But the railway is just so deteriorated in spots they just really want to turn a blind eye to.
Well, my opinion is they cut corners to make profit. A lot of these places, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not opposed to being corrected. I think a lot of these places will take shortcuts to make until something goes extremely long, and then they gotta shell out the money in the long run. I mean
that's what happened
basically
here.
what happened with the Edmund Fitzgerald. They took shortcuts, kept putting off repairs because it would cost them, and then when they needed it the most to make it to the thing, it split in half and at the bottom of Lake Superior. Because there was a lot of stuff wrong that they're coming out with now. You should watch EOD. You can stop me. I don't mean to promote his channel, but listen to the History Mystery Man. Him and this old timer that used to be on the Great Lakes just been reporting on all the stuff that's been wrong with it. Check them out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Brian Lopez says EOD who laid and diffused bombs. I did not lay and diffuse bombs. My EOD means the executioner of deities, not explosive ordnance disposal. I did serve in the military. I was a medic in the Air Force. I was a medical laboratory technician. That's what I was in the Air Force.
I thought you collected semen samples.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody likes to say. I did not collect the fucking semen samples.
Well, dude, I thought you were kind of EOD. I mean, you would jump on a grenade for one of your brothers, right? At the bar.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
If there was a grenade at the bar, but there usually isn't.
Okay. So, do you know what a grenade is, buddy?
I don't know. No.
It's a fat, ugly chick with the rest of the group.
Oh, no, come on. No, I'm not doing that. No.
Oh, so not even all right, man. Damn it.
I thought you meant like an actual grenade.
I tried. Okay.
Shit fire. No, I'm very explicit about that. I don't that would be what do we call it? Stolen valor. I'm not trying to steal valor from EOD techs. That's not what I was trying to do. My name's actually a lot older than my service. I came up with it when I was about 12 or 13 years old, and it's just stuck with me for a long time. I wasn't willing to let it go. So that's about it. It's just a stupid name. I came up when I was a kid, and now that's what people know me as. So That's what it is. But yeah, I was a medic. I was a medic in the Air Force. It was not EOD. Free EOD did nothing wrong, says Mullet Baby. Yeah, well, that's not going to work anymore. Okay, I tried. I talked to Twitch. They said no. That's essentially what I got, was no.
Oh, and going back to transportation, I think they need to implement all trucks that have CBs. So when shit goes wrong, they could all communicate.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think they need to implement every truck to have a CB in it.
Every truck does not have a CB in it? What are you talking about?
Nope. Every truck should have a radio in it so they can communicate what's up ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that. How does every truck not have a CB in it?
That's a good question.
I mean, even the trucks that ran for the ice cream company and the beverage company had CBs in it.
Well, they think they can just use Google Maps and technology will help them, but it doesn't tell them everything. Oh, I'm gonna have to put you guys on mute. I gotta call dispatch.
That's okay. Yeah, I was Air Force. That's right. That's not a bit wrong. There's nothing wrong with being in the Air Force. We're just the smartest people in the military, that's all. So.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. How many Air Force guys have we had that actually was in control of everything?
Not everything. It's not about being in control. It's just being able to discern what's, proper and logical and not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Even the Navy's got y'all beat.
That's bullshit. Come on.
Oh, man. Air Force, Navy. Have you seen that the Marines are actually looking, and Navy's looking at chronoplanes now?
A chrono? You mean the fucking ground effects ships that the Russians built? Kinda?
Yep, as a quick response, to address quick response for the Pacific and Navy, rather for the island hopping. Crazy, man.
That is nuts. That is nuts. I always thought that was cool. I've got a strategy game that sort of plays out what if the Cold War went hot, and a chronoplanes is part of it for the Russian
Red
side.
Alert?
No, it's not Red Alert. It was something smaller than that. Does Red Alert have a chronoplanes? I have Red Alert too. Shit. I don't play enough of it. Like it was World at War, something like. No, that wasn't it. Forget. No, not just what's installed. Everything. Turn-based. I think it was turn-based. Well, no, it wasn't. It was RTS. I have too many RTS games. It wasn't World in Conflict. That's what it was called. It was World in Conflict. And yeah, it was actually an interesting little cinematic experience playing through the campaign of this. But a chronoplanes was part of what you had as a Russian. It was kind of cool. That's a crazy thing. It's like it's got like 6 jet engines on the front of the damn thing, and it just blows air underneath of the airframe in order to keep it above water. And it floats what, 5 or 10 meters over the water. That's kind of crazy.
Well, you also get that you do get a land effect the same way. I mean, they saw that even back with the biplanes. The chrono. Well, Russians were the first ones to basically jump on the technology and, invest in it. But yeah, it's crazy, and I can get where they want to transport things at 300 miles per hour to get it across quickly. But
Yeah.
man, I mean, you're still talking about being able to take ground fire, being able to get hit with, missiles from surface or air base.
Sure.
Because, it's going to be awfully hard to put those kind of air defenses on something that they're trying to keep speedy and light.
Yeah, that's the thing about chronoplanes. They have to be enormous in order to work. That's why it took so long for the communists to actually invest any money in it. They were trying to get the chronoplanes off the ground since the fucking World War II.
Well, that's part of the technology that's new, and the reason the Marines are looking at it is that they actually have them small enough they can basically be unit based, where, the size of what? Small commercial airplanes now?
That's nuts to me. They must have figured something out that old man a chronoplane didn't.
Well, a lot of the problems was using jet propulsion. Now they're using basically electrical versions of turboprops. They do have also turboprop versions of it.
Interesting.
Because seawater would get into the jet, into the engine and degrade it quickly.
Sure. That's a definite issue. That's crazy, man. Fucking a chronoplane is gonna be a real thing. Isn't it just a giant hovercraft like the Marines use today? Well, no.
Think of ground airplane.
Yeah, it's really quite a no, not on Reddit. I don't care about Reddit. It's a jet. It's a big jet. And yeah, like this. That's an chronoplane in flight right there. They actually had them, and not even 10 meters off the deck. So it's like in calm seas, the thing would work fine. But the idea was that there are 8 jets on the front of this fucking thing would force air under the wings, and it created a ground effect lift on the plane so that it would just barely float over the surface. So it's not a hovercraft. A hovercraft has like a big bubble of air underneath of it that it maintains with a bag. But the chronoplane was basically a plane that did the same sort of thing, but with jets, and it could move way faster than ships could. But yeah, on rough seas, it was basically useless. And it had, like I say, it had to be enormous to work. That was one of the problems with it. So, but it did work. The Soviets built them, a couple of them. I don't think they ever actually used them in warfare, but they did sort of work.
A couple times.
Right. Oh, shit. Boat plane, baby. Yeah, kind of. There's been some other iterations of it. This is a turboprop version. This is part of what Heavy's talking about right there. And yeah, there's another one. This one's kind of like a catamaran, though. I think it stays in the water. It doesn't actually float above the water. It keeps floats in the water no matter what. But yeah, a few different versions of them have been built. But this is the Soviet war machine that was famous for it. It's this thing with this 8 jets on the front of it.
Just for your reference, I threw a video
Right on.
talking about it over to the side chat.
New missile craft. Nice. Oh man, that thing looks wicked too. Alright. Oh, too, I'll post that in the Discord. Y'all come into the Discord. If y'all want to see the new oh shit, K2's back in the waiting room. He must have not meant to disconnect. What's up, K2? I'm sorry, man. Again,
Welcome back.
you got the role, man. You can just jump right in the live chat. But
I hung up because I had to call dispatch, and then I was hearing you and them, and I'm like, I can't listen to both of you. I had to drop.
that's okay, man. That's okay. like I say, when you not memes, when you want to come back, you just jump straight into the live chat. You ain't gotta sit in the waiting room.
Oh, me? I don't
Yeah.
have to send waiting room?
Yes.
All right. I didn't. Copy.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hey, that's all good. I got a role for people I trust. You're among those people. So.
I don't know. I'm the one who started the ginger.
That's okay. Well, so far you've been good to me, at least on my stream. So.
Hey, I tried to grift.
But yeah, man. I'm about to close it out. It's getting on 9:30. I gotta go mob for Rob Norris. So, I was about to close it out, but this is a wicked looking craft, Heavy. So if y'all want to check out the fucking Marines new missile craft, which is a nightmare for fucking China, definitely come in the Discord. You can see that, and I'll go ahead and post the link too. Because I'm a big pussy. I don't want to force people. But yeah, man, I'm about to close it out. So I appreciate you coming back, K2. It's good talking to you, brother, man.
Yeah, my bad. If I hadn't known that, I wouldn't came back.
That's all good, man. It's my bad. It's just a time thing. So.
Oh, it's all good. I left my phone in the thing, so you're gonna have to kick me.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, Heavy, it's good talking to you too, brother, man.
As always, fun, man.
Oh yeah. And if I don't talk to you before Wednesday, I will see you on Wednesday.
Alrighty.
All right, man. Cheers.
Have a good one.
You too. All right. All right. I can close all this out. Okay. So those are the updates. We have loot boxes, and we have I gotta disconnect. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did that right. Hopefully, if K2, if you got kicked out of the Discord, I'm sorry. I'm just disconnected you. I'm pretty sure that just disconnects you from the voice chat. So, all right. Are you the last one? I don't know if you're the last one or not. In any case, I wish you all well. Many cheers. Those are my updates for the channel. We got the dono bar. We got donos for loot boxes and curse boxes on the D&D games from now on. And I'm paying attention to stuff. I'm trying to. Also, we have a new game spinning up. If you want to join the new game, join the Discord. Discord link is pinned at the top of chat. And raise your hand in the D&D channel in Discord, and I will add you to the new game. That's about what we got going on. So who do we have to raid right now? I don't even know. It's gonna be a ghetto raid because I can't actually raid anybody. But it looks like lower class is back on. Stream sniping Sarah Tomatoface. So there's that. There's also 007, who's a British guy who I don't normally talk about very much. I'll tell you what. Let's raid 007. So I'm going to send you guys over here to 007 stream. It looks like he's hanging out with a bunch of folks over on Discord. One of them is Grumpelstiltskin Sexy Pants. So definitely give a shout out to him. But you all head over to 007, tell him EOD sent you, and I'll see you all in the next one. It's been good times. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the donos. To Go Rams and Mr. Fista and several other folks. So y'all are amazing. Many cheers. I will see you around. And definitely let 007 know I sent you. Ghetto raid incoming. That's right. Cheers, y'all. I'll see you on the next one.
Listen, I have 7 children. I don't call my children kids. They got you calling your. They got you calling your children kids. Kids are baby.